Worship, Miss Watson and her de facto husband have no income. They're dependent on social security benefits. And the reason they were arguing in the Rose and Shamrock Hotel was because they couldn't make ends meet.
Despite the special pleading of the defence, Your Worship, it does not alter the fact that the offence is proved.
Yes, Sergeant Gibson. I would remind you that once in this court, I am obliged to administer the law, and that, in my limited way, is what I will do.
Yes, I do appreciate that, Your Worship, as I've listened to and appreciated the arguments of the police prosecutor, but Vi Watson's language in the Rose and Shamrock Hotel, in the heat of an argument, in her straitened circumstances, was not offensive.
As the court knows, the test for offensive language is that language which may offend an ordinary member of the public.
Who happened to be a policeman.
The test is a responsible, ordinary member of the Australian public.
Men use that language in pubs every day of the year. I suggest that a different or more stringent test is being applied because the defendant is a woman. I appealed to the court to consider these circumstances.
Mr. Frangelamini.
If the court
Mr. Frangelamini.
pleases.
Yes, if you would bear with us, Miss Gray. Fulvio.
Sorry, Your Worship.
I know it's the end of the day, but we will proceed. Perhaps we all need to be reminded of how to behave in court. Have you any further questions, Miss Gray?
Oh, no.
Enjoyed that, did you?
Put the case, I proved it.
Proved what? Law's rigid, people don't count.
The law is the law.
But fining her, Geoff.
Can I come and see you in your chambers when you're defending them, Miss Gray?
Well...
Oh, please, can I?
Fulvio, I'm not sure that Miss Gray is actually still considering going to the Supreme.
Miss Gray can't find it too bad up there. Want to practice some real law. Tired of the local court, are we?
Yes, I'm considering it.
Ooh, want to be a lady judge, do we?
Well, I appreciate your encouragement, Geoff.
Fulvio,
Look, all I'm saying is, if I'm to run a successful prosecution, you're going to have to be sure about it. You're going to have to get up there, first in front of a magistrate, and then later in front of a jury, and you're going to have to tell them exactly what happened that night.
Afternoon.
Well, afternoon, then. Now, there's going to be a lot of questions, and you're going to have to answer them, embarrassing or not.
Yes.
You wouldn't want to put us to all that trouble for no result now, would you?
No.
You understand that a lot of women who come in here change their minds and then go back to their husbands.
Mr. Gibson, my husband raped me.
Uh-huh.
I didn't consent.
You didn't say yes and mean no?
No, I said no. I said...
Loudly?
As loudly as this?
As loudly as that, eh? It's okay, Mrs. Tillman.
Bit strange.
Geoff, I've got an interview.
What interview?
For the admin assistant at Kegworth.
Well, you didn't tell me.
I didn't think I'd get it, not this far anyway.
Who's going to look after the kids?
Oh, they're in the car. Come on, let's go home.
Yeah, but who's going to look after them?
Well, it's only 4 hours a day, 10 to 2. They go to school, I'll go to work.
But what about school holidays? Who's going to look after them then?
I know.
Isn't it school
I
holidays
wanted to know
now?
if just this once, maybe you could, only for an hour while I'm at
What?
the interview. Look after them.
Who?
Sarah and Megan, your daughters.
Me?
Yes, only for an hour. Why,
Sue.
young chap?
Now, come on, we've got to talk about this. Sue?
Come on, we're waiting for you in the car.
Just a minute.
Morning, Michael. Oh, morning. Oh, listen, your eldest, how old is she now?
Sarah, she's 10, I think.
Ah. And my daughter Kate's going to be 9 this week.
Ah, they grow up fast, don't they?
Mm.
I lose track, I'm afraid, to know how old they are or when or...
Yeah, I know what you mean. I was thinking of buying her a book. You reckon Snugglepot and Cuddlepie's too young?
Snagglepot? I don't know, mate. It's just that Sue usually handles that sort of stuff for us at home, you know?
Yeah. Oh, well, don't worry about it.
No. 9, you say. Well, I'll go for the dolls, mate. You can't go wrong, OK?
Oh, allow me, Geoff.
Oh, thanks, Pauline. After you.
Geoff.
I prefer to follow.
Don't
Thanks,
be
Pauline.
so
After you.
stubborn.
I'm standing here for her. Thank you, Miss Gray.
I said it's 1 o'clock, Geoff.
What?
The interview tomorrow.
Kids, would you keep it down in there, please?
Mum, I'm still hungry.
There's apples in the fridge.
Mum.
Apples are good for you, Sarah. You sure you can manage looking after the girls?
Yes, I'll look after them, all right?
Yeah, fantastic. God, I'm nervous already. Well, I'll be back tomorrow.
Sarah, I'm not going to ask you again. Turn that thing down. I've got a lot of work to do, all right? Thank you. This case is a pain in the neck. It's more trouble than it's worth. I think she could get her story straight. Make it believable, at least.
Yeah, I suppose. You'd believe me, wouldn't you? If it happened to me?
It would not happen to you.
No, but if it did, if someone...
Who?
Well, I don't know. One night when I didn't have the car, I had to walk home. You'd believe me, wouldn't you?
Of course I bloody would. I'd kill him, but she's saying it's her husband.
Oh. Some people pick the wrong husbands. Not me.
Sorry. When before?
Last night. I told you
Sarah.
last night. The interview's at 1.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. And you said I'll look after them.
You did.
Did I?
Yeah.
Megan.
Maybe she'll bring you down home if you don't remember. Bye, darling.
Bye.
Wish me luck.
Sue, I think we should talk about this. I don't... Sue? Megan, please. Would you give Daddy your glasses? Thank you. Stop it, please. Megan, come down now.
Daddy, you look funny.
All right. Just don't ask me to come and get you when you can't get down.
They're all that matter, kids.
They're not kids. They're pretending to be koala bears.
We are going to win the case, aren't we?
I don't know, Mrs. Tillman. Maybe. Maybe not. Depends.
We have to.
Mrs. Tillman, if you have something to say, then you should say it. You're my witness. You have to tell me.
The argument, when he came home, was about Alan and Sonia. And when I told him I knew about Sonia, he attacked me. But I don't want her brought into this. She's not coming into court, not any court.
Mrs. Tillman, you could jeopardize the whole case by withholding this information.
But isn't what he did to me bad enough?
Where is she?
You don't believe me, do you?
Yes, I do.
Daddy, can't get down.
Wait there. Don't come down. Don't move. Okay.
Why not stay? I want you to stay.
I wouldn't normally ask you this, Michael. With your forbearance, Michael, I need another 10 minutes before we resume. Sue's not back from the interview. She said only an hour. She said she'd be back, and I'm stuck. I'm looking after the kids, Michael.
Well, where are they now?
They're in my office, cutting up paper.
Not your files.
No.
5 minutes. If she's not back then, Mrs. McCarthy can play den mother.
Thanks, Michael. Look, I wouldn't normally say anything at this stage of proceedings.
If it's about this case, then both of you should know that you cannot say anything to me now. The case is in progress. It will be completed. Anything you want to say will be said to me in court. And I will give my decision there, too.
I forgot to ask you, how did you go? Did you get the job?
No.
After all that?
Fluffed it. Too nervous.
Oh.
Then I'll take
Next time.
See.
Well, we could do with the extra money.
Go.
I'm sure we can manage.
Then I'll be.
Give me a kiss. A proper one.